Just talk a little bit about, having a week off in the middle of spring practice. Is that kind of a weird deal?
It was weird because last year when we was here, we did all our 4 weeks of practice, and then we went on spring break. So when we went home, it was totally different. We know we could just relax, and when we came back, we was just lifting weights, so it wasn't football. But it was kind of different, but it was kind of a good time and the point to let our body rest and hit this last week pretty hard.
It almost feels like it's like a fall camp in a way because it's over such a long period of time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, is that good in a way? I mean, does it get you more of a football frame of mind for a longer period of time?
Oh, definitely. I think with us having new coaches, it was the right direction that we needed to go in, just to be in football a little bit longer, be able to study the system and things a little bit longer, and then be able to get ready for what we're going to go through in fall camp. So it was good.
Do you feel like you're finally at the point? I know you're learning some new wrinkles on offense. It's probably a lot of the same stuff as well, but some new wrinkles. Do you feel like you're at the point now, during the spring here, that where you kind of can focus more on execution as opposed to learning those new things?
Definitely. I definitely believe that. We put everything in that we need to put in for spring, and so now it's just honing in on the details and correcting certain things that we have to do. And so I definitely think we're at that point.
Looking ahead to Saturday's scrimmage, you have some live reps. I know you had a couple scrimmages, but you have people, in attendance here. How important do you think that's going to be in ultimately determining this quarterback competition?
It's going to be very important. You put us in a live setting, in front of people and how it's going to be in the game, and then, the coaches aren't on the field with you, so it's good to see how you're going to be when you retained all the information for yourself, and now you got to go out there and do it with no coaches on the field. So it's definitely an important piece, just like every other scrimmage was.
Do you feel like you're kind of maybe a little bit of leader in the clubhouse of this group, and that it's your job to lose in a way, almost?
I feel like that, but every quarterback feels like that. So I definitely feel like that, though. I just keep trying to perfect my craft and keep working every day, and just keep trying to make the guy bigger in the race or whatever. So I just keep working hard.
How much weight have you put on since last year?
Since last year, I put on at least 25 to 30 pounds. It's been a good weight room session for me, and it was definitely different than what I did in high school. My nutrition thing, I get a lot of things for that.
What does that do for your confidence, being that much bigger, that much stronger?
Oh, it allows you to play more fearless. I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta play fearless anyway. And so, but when you get a little bit bigger, you allow your confidence to go away. That you can play a little bit more fearless, you can take more hits. And so it's some things that you wouldn't do at a smaller size, and when you get that way, you feel like you can do that. So it's good.
What do you think is the biggest difference between where this team's at right now and maybe like where they were at the end of last year, kind of coming off that 3-9 campaign?
Us being more of a team. I think that's the biggest difference. We had a lot of great talent last year, but we really didn't hone in, and we weren't much of a team last year. And I think this year we really focused on being a team, and we don't do anything without each other. We have the motto, protect the team, and we're just a family. And then now it's just coming out here and having fun and just playing. So that's really.
Thanks, Chason. Appreciate it.